Okay, so in this video guide, I'm just going to show you the additional features and tools that as a seller and of ChangeChecker.com, you have a lot of features that are actually built in that you get as standard. Okay, so again, you will need your account to be verified. So log into your account, click on My Account. You will need to be verified. If you're not verified, it will just come up with a verification. Again, that's really quick and easy. It will cost £5.95 and you can pay via credit or debit card, and that £5.95 gets added to your account as seller credit, where you can actually use it to buy items as well as pay for listing fees or listing upgrades. So once you are verified and you are selling items, to make it really easy for you and to make your experience on ChangeChecker.com even easier, on the left hand side under selling, you'll see that there's a sub menu called Seller Tools. If you click on Seller Tools, this is where it can be really useful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through bit by bit really quickly, one by one. On the global settings, this is really useful because this acts as your global settings throughout your seller account on ChangeChecker.com. So if you can enable certain features and settings, such as enable forced payment, so sales will automatically cancelled unless marked as paid. This is really useful, and you can always give it a 2-hour limit, for example. So that will be what 120 minutes. Accept public questions. That's if you're happy to accept public questions, or whether it's just private. Products quantity display. Again, if you don't want to show the numbers of what you've got available, but you just want to show whether you're in stock, low or out stock, this is the setting here. Now if you are VAT registered, you can enable your tax on your listings here, and you can choose the VAT type. Typically UK sellers VAT registers, so that is your 20%. Visitors counter, if you'd like to see just added boxes on your listings, so you can see item viewed box on the listing details page. So this will give you a bit of a run-in to see how many people are visitors and what they've also clicked on around at the same time. A lot of this is just, again, personal preference, so I'll leave you, it's all self-explanatory, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Now this is one of the most important sections. So if you are selling and you want to add a custom logo, you can upload the logo here. Just put in your invoice address, invoice header if you've got any VAT registered number, any invoice footer, so if you just want to say thank you for the purchase, you can always pre-fill all that information. Once you've done all of that, you can then just click on proceed, and that will update all of the information for you. Okay, next one down, fees calculator. Again, self-explanatory. This will give you an idea to see how much things will cost you total. But you can work this out on every listing. When you get to the end, where you can actually see the listing preview, it will actually tell you how much it's going to cost you per listing anyway. If you are unsure about what the fees are and how much it's going to cost you, on the bottom of every page there is a link to go direct to site fees, and then you can literally see exactly what it's all going to cost you. Okay, so then we've got postage set up next. Now this is the default information. Now this is going to be really useful if you are selling and if you've got a certain criteria for postage. Now some people use postage as a flat rate. Some people use postage per order. Some people use postage per item. Some people use postage based on countries, things like that. So you have got a wide range of options available to you using these settings. If you need help or anything with these settings, and if you explain your shipping, we will be gladly to help. So if you send us a message direct to contact us using the link below, and you like some guide on how to set up the postage with your requirements, we'll be happy to do that for you. Okay, pre-filled fields. This is again very useful if you are listing a lot of items manually. So all you need to do, it looks very much like you're selling an item, but what it's doing is setting all your fields by default. So if you know, for example, your item title will always end in excellent condition, UK seller, just that, for example, then you could always leave that. So when you come to sell an item and you click on sell at the top, what it will do is it will pre-fill this information. So what we'll do is I'm just going to skip through this for now, click on proceed, and then if I just open a link, new tab to sell, if you notice my default comes up as the item title. So now I can go proof set 1980 British decimal, etc. So now it saved me time by keeping this information on the pre-filled fields. Okay, so that's the item title. You can actually pre-fill all of those by giving some default content on every field for selling an item. So you've got item title, description. Again, if you've got a major footer that you've got all your information, if you like to put in, so like, such as your shipping information, returns, contact information, links to your shops, etc. You can fill all of this information here. My suggestion would be to do it under something like here. So this is where the content will be, and then when you come to list, as long as you do it above, then everything will look uniformed and nice. Go down again, currency, if you want to change that. If you are doing a lot of promotions where you're only allowing 1 or 2 per customer, you can always set that by default. If not, and you never use that, put in 0. But don't panic, you can change it per listing. This is only designed to sort of save you a lot of time. Keep going down, country, United Kingdom, yeah, all this information. This is where you can put all your shipping information. Again, if you've got shipping requirements, such as your postage, it will automatically pull that in anyway to all of your listings. You can also set all your payment methods as well, what you prefer, what you don't prefer. Again, this is all just designed to save you a bit of time. That's what pre-filled fields are. Blocked users, if you have any issues with other sellers, hopefully you don't, but it is likely to happen, or buyers. Blocked users is where you would block the user or whether to view your block list. This is the one where you would actually, there you go, no blocked users found, but if you do have, this is where you'd have a list of them. Seller vouchers, again, as a seller, you have a lot of tools available to help get you sales, increase your increase sales just generally, and you can actually offer marketing tools such as offering vouchers. So if you wanted to offer a voucher on specific listings, then you can input the information here. There's percentage or total price. So if you only wanted to offer £1 off, or whether it just be 10% or 5%, you can do that. You can enter the voucher name, what the code is, whatever the reduction is, when you want it to expire, if you do, and the number of uses, so that's total. So you could, if you wanted to only allow it to 100 customers only, just put 100 in, and then you can assign it to certain listings underneath. So that will be if you are only doing a promotion on 1 or 2 items rather than your entire inventory. Okay, underneath that we've got bulk lister. Now this bulk lister is if you know what you're doing, it's great. If you're not sure, then I would leave it alone. What it will do is, this is great if you're looking to import files using a CSV file. So typically it would be using like Microsoft Excel or Apple Sheets or Google Sheets, or sorry, Apple Numbers or Google Sheets. So you can download a sample CSV file, so if you are listing everything in bulk, it can be quicker, it can be easier, but again, this is a bit more of an advanced tool if anybody's looking to import listings from Etsy, from anywhere really, anywhere that you can export CSV file, you can import it here. You just need to make sure that the fields are all correct, and to do that you can download a sample CSV file and see that. We don't offer support on the bulk lister side of things because everyone is very, it depends on your own ability on what you can do. We don't support it generally because we found that sometimes, unless you know what you're doing, CSV imports can be a bit of a nightmare. But what we have got, which leads me on to the next one, is eBay import. And I'll probably do a separate video if there isn't already a separate video already for it, is how to use this. Now this is very, very easy. You can link your eBay to it, import all your listings, click a button, and they're up and live. Okay, so that's really easy. That is literally the seller tools. These are all of the features you've got within changechecker.com to make your experience selling a whole lot easier. All right, if you've got any questions, you can always contact us below. Click the link, contact us, and then it will pre-fill some of your information. You can send us a message, and then we'll be happy to help as quick as possible. Thank you very much.